We're here with two members of White Arrows, Mickey and Andrew. How you guys going?
It's going well.
Fantastic. Yourself?
Very well.
All right.
Welcome to Australia. You've been here for a couple of weeks now, or just about?
About a
Yeah,
solid week.
yeah, like a week.
Yeah.
We time traveled on the way here. We left on a Tuesday and got here on a Thursday, and I think we make up one of those days on the way back.
Well, you'll leave whatever day you leave, and you get there before you left.
Exactly. And hopefully the pilot looks like Doc Brown from Back to the Future, and the plane's like a DeLorean. Yeah, we only have played Melbourne, and that show was amazing. It's our first experience with Australian culture and people and fans, and everyone seemed to have a really good time. Yeah, it's been amazing. We've known the singer of Opossum because we went on tour with Unknown Mortal Orchestra in the States, and that's his brother's band, and he played drums for that tour. So it's just a funny coincidence, and everyone's so nice. I don't know. It's a well-matched bill, I think.
What was the audience reception like? Whereabouts are you? Middle of the bill, beginning of the bill? What is it?
We're the beginning of the bill. But it's good. Like, people are showing up, at least for that show. The places that we're playing are, pretty big. They're like 1,400 capacity or somewhere around there. And, people are there to dance because Jinja Safari's got that tribal groove. And so people are ready to be warmed up, stretch out their muscles and get things going.
Well, we were about to talk about your record. Now, you mentioned to me, this is released how long ago now? A couple of months?
Yeah, it's been out for everywhere now for at least a month. Yeah.
Well, Dryland is not a myth, and tell us a little about the artwork. You started saying an Australian?
Yeah, an Australian. His name's Leif Pudinsky, and he's done a lot of Australian bands' album art. And I think he lives in London now, but I've just been a fan of his work, and so we contacted him, as we have for some other art for the past. Just find artists on the internet, and usually people are pretty, amenable to create art and collaborate with musicians, especially when they're indie musicians. But yeah, so we just hit him up, and he was into the idea. It matched his kind of style, which is psychedelic, and I'm a fan of his work, so it just worked out that he got to make the album art.
Have you been to the beach here yet?
Yeah, we went to a hidden beach that our tour manager took us to, but I can't remember what it was called. And then he showed us this spot called the Gap, where apparently it's the highest suicide rate. It's the easternmost point in Sydney.
It's very scenic. There's a place to jump off a cliff, if that's the one.
Yeah, it's super romantic suicide locale.
Very positive way to, get your sightseeing on.
Yeah, there's a full scripture written on the railing trying to convince people not to jump.
Is there really?
Yeah.
Apparently there was a guy, he died recently, but he used to go and talk people. That's just pretty much all he did.
I think
was
that
he'd talk people down.
push me further towards the edge of that, where I was reading, just being annoyed by the hand railing's message to me. I just felt a little...
My brother was also saying that he was watching this documentary on that magazine Vice, and there's a place in Japan called Suicide Forest, which is basically the same thing except for in a forest, and the forest is all made of cork trees. So it's eerily silent, it's dead quiet, because cork obviously absorbs sound. And there's a guy whose job isn't just to patrol the forest, but to talk people out of suicide. And on the trees, written in Japanese is think of your family, and all this stuff just on random trees in this forest. And a guy has to, walk around the forest and try and find someone in this dead quiet. It's really eerie but interesting.
There might be an opportunity for you to create an anti-suicide song that you could license to these people to play through those forests.
I'm into that idea. Positivity saves lives, I guess.
Positivity is not a myth.
Yeah, exactly.
So what's next for you guys? What's the rest of the year holding for you?
Just so far, just more touring. After this, Andy and I will probably go back and start writing at least material for an EP because we have a month off before we start our first full U.S. headlining tour. We've done only West Coast before this and support dates, so it's pretty exciting now that our record's out that we get to do that.
Yeah, keeping us busy. It's been pretty much non-stop for the last 6 months to a year.
Yeah.
So a month off is like the most amount of time we'll have gotten for some time, and probably the most we'll get for another 6 months to a year. So.
Not bad to have the music career as the full-time
Could
job,
be
though.
worse.
Exactly.
Could be
It's a
Be
rich
working
man's
at a paper
problem.
mill or something, or organizing business assets for somebody, which, I'd rather do nothing else than music. So.
Well, again, congratulations on the record. Hope you enjoy the rest of your time in Australia. How much longer have you got here?
About a week, another week. We leave, next Tuesday. Sydney's our second to last show. Then we play at Brisbane.
Best of luck with the rest of it, and I'm sure we'll see you around somewhere in the world in the coming
We'll be back.
coming months.
We'll be back. Thank you very
I
much.
appreciate it. Thank you.